Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Hey, yo, today's topic, Eric Bieniemy is now officially, and I want to read this off so you hear, the assistant head coach and the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders. My brother, I want to make sure I show love. Because one thing you will never get from this platform that we are building over here, right, is hate. You will not get it. Listen, this man has easily been the best offensive coordinator in the league. He had to make a move almost completely laterally so that he might get a job so he can finally ascend into the head coaching ranks. So to Eric Bieniemy, congratulations. And to the Washington Commanders, you got yourself a dog. Absolute monster at play calling. I want to put that out there. And for the Ravens front office that passed on this, for EDC and John Harbaugh that passed on Eric Bieniemy, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's because they told him Lamar Jackson might not be there. This is for you.
Boo this man!
Boo! 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 You deserve every bit of the booing. Once again, I'm happy. I'm very happy for the opportunity for this man. You look at his accomplishments, and there's no one even close to his accomplishments at this point. And he's had to make a lateral decision simply because teams are not willing to give him a head coaching position. If he succeeds, which I truly believe he will, next year with Washington, with the weapons that they have, woo! Watch out! NFC Least has just transformed into the NFC Beast. And there's something else that I found out today. I have a friend, Skeptico, great guy, great Twitter guy, who asked the question, and he said there was something going on or around about now that Eric Bieniemy is over there, they have the weapons, they have a solid defense. Could Lamar Jackson become a Washington Commander? And hear this. Someone said, yeah. Once they drop Carson Wentz's contract, right? They free up $25 million on top of what they have now. And I believe there's another guy on the team that they can let go that frees up another 10 or 11 million. So, listen. Oh my God, it's coming. Listen, it's scary hours right now in Baltimore. Scary. And I'm not talking about Scary Terry. Because look, here's the thing. And I want everyone to understand, because you've heard me say this before. And so far, you know, there's only one thing I've called wrong, and that's only because I got it from Lamar about him maybe playing in the game. Lamar Jackson has all, and I do mean all, of the leverage right now if he says he wants to be traded from the Baltimore Ravens. I've had certain people say, well, if a team's going to give up 3 number ones, I'll happily give that up for Lamar. Doesn't work like that. So let me educate some people that don't know, because some people just, ignorance is bliss, or they just really don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you why this is actually something that could happen. So here's the thing. The Ravens have a player that once he signs that deal, that franchise tag, that's $45 million on their books immediately. They can't erase it. They can't play with it. It's immediately gone. Gone. So then they would have to get him off the team. If they knew, like, look, we can't deal with him, we got to get him off the team, right? So then it would be up to Lamar Jackson to then work out a contract to whatever team he wants to go to. Because I'm going to let you understand this right now. Let's say the Jets can give up, let's say, 4 number ones for him. And a lot of Ravens fans will be like, yes, hallelujah. Oh, yes, give him up. Hey, person saying that doesn't work that way. Because if Lamar Jackson tells the Jets, look, you could give that to the Ravens, but I'm not staying with you. I'm picking where I want to go. The Jets will not give up those ones for him because they're not going to give up all of that draft capital for a 1-year rental. You understand? That goes for any team. The Ravens have backed themselves into one of the most incredulous corners in NFL history. And here's the thing. This is all they're doing. This is not Lamar being greedy. This is their own doing. I'll tell you something right now. Washington has weapons. If you think A.J. Brown is a monster, please go watch tape on Terry McLaurin. And they got Dobson. And their defense is nothing to sniff at. With Lamar Jackson leading the helm, with an Eric Bieniemy that's incentivized to put on his best performance, his best offensive coordinating performance of his career, bro, that could be scary. Because I'll tell you something right now. That's another thing. The Ravens don't want to trade Lamar to anybody in the AFC if you did not know that already. They want to make sure they can ship him all the way to the NFC. Let them deal with him. This is why I try to tell everybody where this is a lose-lose for the Ravens. Because if a team knows, right, that look, you can't pay that money. We know you want to get rid of him, so we'll give you 2 first rounds for him. Right? The Ravens have to take it. They have to take it. This notion that the Ravens are going to say, no, we'll keep him and he'll play that tag for $45 million. We don't have $45 million. Even if we cut all the people who you guys think we should cut, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. So then what do? You give him away on a bargain. And that means Lamar gets to go to a place, right, where he signs up the contract that he wants, that he gets weapons. He gets to be with a coordinator that's top 2 in the league, top 3 in the league, right? And a city that is starved. I want to make, listen. I want you to understand that is starved for a superstar talent like a Lamar Jackson. And I want to make sure you understand this. So I'm going to be real. The Washington Redskins can absolutely be killing this offseason. They could be killing this off because this could be a move for them. They're looking down the road and saying, look, we can get Eric Bieniemy, team him up with Lamar. We got Dobson. We'll go to the draft. Probably can get another weapon somewhere, either in the running back room, tight end room. Because I forgot who their tight end is for the Redskins. The Commanders. I forgot who their tight end is. I don't think they have a good tight end. But get him that and get him that, and then now you have a chance to compete with the Philadelphia Eagles. You have a chance to compete with the New York Giants. You have a chance to compete with the Dallas Cowboys. And as anybody will say, especially in the NFC East, they never repeat. It's very hard to do in there. Every other year, it's somebody else that wins. And I'm going to be real with you. That might be the play of the offseason. And if it is, that means that these guys are button crashing. They're coming in with all the moves then. And if they get Lamar, it's straight up.
Finish him.
Dead. Fatality! Because I'm going to tell you something right now. If the Washington Redskins pull off that monumental move, especially knowing that there's only 4 teams right now in the NFC that can even compete, if Lamar Jackson goes over to them, they've shifted the balance of because Lamar, because you have to understand something. You got Philly, 49ers. Who's the other great team in the NFC right now? Philly, 49ers. Tom Brady's gone, so the Bucs are done. Right? Who else? The Saints? No. Who? Dallas? Come on now, man. They trip up over themselves every chance that they get. Who? The Rams? Maybe. So they would automatically be, Minnesota. But come on now, Kirk Cousins is their quarterback. So you have 2 perennial teams right now in the NFC that can make noise. Philly, 49ers. Lamar Jackson on the Washington Reds can't compete with those 2 teams? Yeah, he can. So here's my thing. I do not want Lamar Jackson to leave at all. I'm happy for Eric Bieniemy, but I'll tell you what, this is something definitely to be watching for. Because Lamar's been nothing but gracious during this whole thing. He hasn't leaked anything. He's been nothing but cordial. You know what I'm saying? He's been a very good player, to say the least. He could have been making noise and showing his colors. He could have been did that. He's let it be known, like picking up the sign and signing it for the player, like pay Lamar, him putting it out there like, yeah. He put it out there. But I'm letting y'all understand something now. This is something that we have to be looking for, because teams are starved for the superstar talent that we have already in Baltimore. And I'll tell you something right now. They will move heaven and earth to get him. The Jets will move heaven and earth to get him. The Washington Redskins or Washington Commanders will move heaven and earth to get him. The Atlanta Falcons will move heaven and earth to get him. I want to remind you, Deshaun Watson, with all his off the field issues, they're willing to give over $200 million guaranteed money to. The only reason why he took the Browns, because the Browns gave him a fully guaranteed contract. And I want to make sure you understand what that means. The Ravens do not have any leverage. None. This is a scary offseason. I'm telling y'all, man. Scary. It's scary. Ho, Nightmare on Elm Street type scary. But this is what we have to deal with being fans of Baltimore right now. And we have to look at every avenue right now, because the team is giving us no inclination that Lamar's will be here long term. So all of these things that come up, we have to look at it as being a possibility. But once again, I want to say congratulations to Eric Bieniemy. I'm happy for him. He gets an opportunity to make more. They said he gets a pay raise, everything. He gets more. So look at this. He gets the opportunity to get from under Andy Reid. Coach, because they're going to give him full run of the offense. He's an assistant head coach, so he's right under Ron Rivera. So if Ron Rivera says, I'm going to go up into management, I'm just going to take a job position a little higher, he walks right into the head coaching position for the Washington Commanders. So look, man, I can't tell you, I can't be happy enough for that man, for somebody that's accomplished as he has accomplished in the league of NFL. I am nothing but happy for that brother. I'm hurt because we don't have him, but I'm so happy that he got to actually get something and get more money. Look, people have families, they have reputations, they have legacies that they're trying to build for themselves. This man absolutely going for the stars and the moon, I have no problem with. He's shooting for them. And he should be uplifted for it, man. I mean, my God, like, I wanted him to get a head coaching job, but guess what? This is literally the second best thing he could have done. He's going to a team with weapons, and let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. But once again, that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. You already know what it is. Thank you guys for watching. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and you know I appreciate that. Please do remember, if you're new watching the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment, because I like to comment under your guys' comments. It just makes a very commentful day. Boom. So, once again, this is the Wunderkind Show signing off. This is your host, Nitro. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here, man. Yo!